What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you are in the market and not trying to time the market, because that is simply impossible to do. So, I just invested this morning. Hopefully, again, you are investing into the stock market. You are investing into yourself, your future, your day, your week. You're investing in yourself. Hopefully that is being done if you're watching this video. So let's get into the stock market and what's happening. It just closed, right? So it says here the Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq rise as labor data offsets OECD's tariff warning. What does all that mean? Let me read it to you. Let me share it with you, right? So it says U.S. stocks rose higher on Tuesday as positive economic data offset the OECD warning of economic damage from President Trump's tariffs. Now, what is OECD? I'm glad you asked, because I don't know either. So, OECD stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. There you go. Now you know. Now I know. So let's keep it going. So it says the S&P 500 rose 0.6%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average moved about 0.5% higher. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite eased off season highs, but still climbed about 0.8% on the heels of an upbeat start to the week for major gouges. Small caps also saw a boost in the Russell 2000, climbing over 1.5%. That's big. So a JOLTS update showed that job openings unexpectedly rose in April as tariff hikes took effect. The hiring rate also rose, signaling the job market remains in a stable position, which is great, right? With 7.39 million jobs open at the end of the month, the report sets the stage for an all-important May jobs report, which is set to be released on Friday. So that is a major report that I will be looking forward to, and I advise you to do the same, because it does affect the market. The stocks, it just affects things, right? But look, there's 7.39 million jobs. That's all I'm going to say. So so it says earlier on Tuesday, OECD, remember OECD stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, slashed its outlook for global economic growth, citing the impact of Trump's trade policy on investment and confidence. That is very interesting. So also, I just clicked on, because I've never visited or researched this organization before, OECD. It talks here about its outlook for 2025. Global economic outlook shifts as trade policy uncertainty weakens growth. So global economic prospects are weakening with substantial barriers to trade, tighter financial conditions. That's just a report that's on the OECD page. But it says the organization is a forum and knowledge hub. So it's a forum and knowledge hub for data, analysis, and best practices in public policy. The organization says it works with over 100 countries across the world to build stronger, fairer, and cleaner societies, helping to shape better policy for better lives. All right, OECD. All right. So either way, like I said, it slashes outlook on global economic growth. The U.S. economy will slow particularly sharply, the OECD forecast, going from 2.8% growth last year to only 1.6% this year and 1.5% in 2026. So in another sign of trade war talking, are taking a toll. China's manufacturers suffered their worst slump since 2022 in May. Tariff hikes had an impact on smaller exporters despite U.S.-China trade truce, a private survey found. Yeah, so it says countries need to act fast to seal deals to lower trade barriers, the OECD urged. Trump is reportedly pushing trade partners for their best offers by Wednesday as deadlines for the implementation of reciprocal tariffs looms. But progress in trade talks with key nations seems to have stalled as U.S.-China tensions simmer amid hopes for a call between Trump and President Xi as soon as this week. So meanwhile, with nearly all of the S&P 500 companies having finished reporting their results, earnings season is coming to an end. On Tuesday, CrowdStrike and Asana and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise will issue their reports. Then it says here, NVIDIA, the leader in AI technology, is on track to reclaim crown as world's most valuable company as trillion-dollar rally continues. Trillion-dollar rally in the last couple of weeks. So NVIDIA is on pace to overtake Microsoft as the world's most valuable company Tuesday, with the AI chip maker market capitalization 3.449 trillion, eclipses the software giant's 3.4443 trillion during late Tuesday. So let's just see what the stocks are doing, right? What did NVIDIA do today? Let's see. NVIDIA gained $3.97 today, closing out at $141.22. Its actual market cap at the close of session is $3.444 trillion. Mind you, NVIDIA, the stock just closed at $141, right? NVIDIA had gotten down to $95 just a couple of months ago. Month and a half, 95, and it's back up to 141. The highest the stock has ever gotten is $153, and I think it will supersede that eventually. Yeah. All right. So that's a good plus for NVIDIA today. My information technology ETF FTEC had a big gain today of $2.94, closing out at $184.88. Broadcom gained $8.21 today, closing out at $256.93. Did I buy Broadcom today? I think I did. Palantir, I bought some more Palantir today. Gained $1.14 today, closing out at $133.18. Tesla gained $1.93 today, closing out at $344.55. My S&P 500 ETF, that ETF contains 500 of the largest companies in the United States: Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Tesla, NVIDIA. Either way, it gained a whopping 41 cents today, closing out at $70.12. Amazon lost 94 cents today, closing out at $205.71. Microsoft gained $1 today, closing out at $462.97. Yeah, and Microsoft market cap is $3.441 trillion, and NVIDIA is at $3.444 trillion. Wow. NVIDIA is on its way back. Yeah. Apple gained $1.69 today, closing out at $203.27. At one point, Apple was the most valuable company, and it's now at a market cap of $3.36 trillion. Yeah, so either way, that's it. My normal spiel: get out of debt, get out of all forms of debt, get out of credit card debt, get out of personal loan debt, get out of car loan debt, get out of student loan debt, get out of all forms of debt, people, so that you can control your income that you're working so hard for. Get out of debt, create a budget, start investing, create a fund for your kids' college fund, create 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you have a mortgage, then pay off your mortgage. Get out of debt, people, and get control of your money. So I'm going to end this video. Yeah. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. Any and all information on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. And drink your water. All right, you guys, take care. Have a blessed day. All is well. Yeah, peace.